everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Game here, and today I'm playing some more Cookie Run Kingdom. So today, we're not really going to be doing all that much. We are mostly here for talking about updates. So there isn't a lot of stuff going on in the game right now, in Cookie Run Kingdom. Not a lot of stuff is happening. So basically, I'm going to be going through dark mode, and I'm going to be talking about a little bit of, I guess, like an update wish list. Things I want to be added in Cookie Run Kingdom, like things I want to be added to the game. And, yeah, so we're going to be going over, it shouldn't be a very long video, probably a bit shorter than normal. Going to be doing some dark mode in the background, and I will be discussing some update things. So, things I want to see in the game in future updates, and, yeah. So, yeah. A few things to get started. I really want a better way of getting the sugar cubes for the costumes. I get that costumes are hard to get, and that overall duplicates are kind of odd, how they have with the Rainbow Star system set up. You get a duplicate, you get a Rainbow Star, or multiple, if it's a rare, I believe. I think it's like 3. Actually, I don't know. I know for normal skins, you get 1 Rainbow Star, you need 100. You can buy any epic skin, and yeah, etc., etc., etc. There's a couple different ways to get Rainbow Cubes, but you pretty much exclusively get them from events, and occasionally, like, gift codes and stuff like that will have them now. And you get a decent amount considering all the skins and stuff. But honestly, there is a giant mine waiting in our kingdom. There is a mine set up. It's been there since the beginning of the game. Nothing's been used. I know they added the like gnome laboratory thing. That was a while ago. That was also something that had been on the map for a while, and they added it. Our mine has been here since the game's launch over a year ago, and there is almost a year ago, and there's nothing really there. Nothing's happened there. There's been no events there. There's nothing there. I know I said that a couple times, but I want to stand by it. And that's one. So this is just one of the smaller things I would love to see would be, it would be just a gradual Rainbow Cube production. Nothing crazy. Maybe one every 24 hours, or not one every 24 hours. That would take 300 days to make one skin. Maybe one every like 6 hours. You get 4 every 24 hours. So it's only a skin every like, I don't know, what would that be? That would be 75 days. Every 75 days, so like 2.5 months, you'd get 1 free skin. Really, again, very minimal, but I feel like it's something they could increase how they want. It could be based off story production or something like that. Maybe you give stars to it. I don't know. They could probably come up with some sort of cool system with it, and I think it would be pretty great to have a reliable, just constant background source of the Rainbow Cubes. Just one more naturally generated resource, essentially. One other thing that I think would be way cooler for them to do with those is set them up as a dungeon. So we have the Tower Sweet Chaos, which is sort of the recurring, like, dungeon type event thing we have, which is fun, it's cool, I'm glad it exists, it's something fun to do every once in a while, it has some pretty good loot. But at the end of the day, although it has some cool dungeon aspects, there isn't a ton there. I think it would be kind of cool to see this. I know I've asked for this for ages, and I have no idea if they ever intend on doing it. But give us some weapons, please. Give us weapons that we can upgrade using materials or something like that. Add a material system. You have lots of stages, lots of different sources of loot. There could be varieties. You get some from the Soda Harbor, some from the Tower Sweet Chaos, stuff like that. Weapon upgrades would be so cool. They would add something for us to be doing for a long time. I don't know. I know there is the, as I mentioned earlier, the Sugar Gnome Laboratory for leveling up your cookies over time, getting stronger, but it's really, really slow, and it's using basic resources that you're just building constantly. You'd be building thousands and thousands of pickaxes, and that's really boring, and the boosts are odd, and they're boring, and they're basic, just basic stat bonuses, and it's boring, honestly. I don't really like them personally. I don't really do the laboratory much, but even to people that do, I'm sure they don't really enjoy it. It's kind of boring. You just get random bonuses, and to be the strongest team, it's necessary, obviously, but it's nothing really interesting. I think it would be really cool if, obviously, weapon upgrades were added to the game. You could upgrade weapons, or build weapons, or something like that. Add a weapon gotcha, I don't know. Kind of like how you did with skins. But it would be really cool to have weapons, and I think part of the way they could do that is make materials to upgrade them. As I said, there could be different materials for each individual island or map, but at the same time, well, at the same time, they could also potentially use this mine area to create like a cave dungeon, whether it be something that you upgrade over time, like it's a building you upgrade and just generates items over time, or maybe it's a mini game you play every once in a while, or a battle you do every once in a while, kind of like the bounties, like daily, or something like that, or it's a dungeon, kind of like the Tower of Sweet Chaos, and you just get these materials as you play through it. I still think that would be such a cool update. I think it would be really good. Make the next update a story update, and then just head in there and do something with the rock biome, the cave. I'm going to show it after this game is done, but I really do I want to see it. It would be really cool to see the cave. Actually, no, I probably put an image up earlier, never mind. So yeah, it would be really cool to see the cave, something like that, have the cave be implemented, and I think that would be a really good way to do it. Weapons, I know a lot of other people really want to see it. It would be really awesome to see. You could do something like candies, too, if they didn't want to go through weapons, since that would be more outwork, and they're already doing all the stuff with skins. So it could be weapons, it could be candy, or both, and then just something you get materials for, you upgrade materials, you get the materials from all sorts of things, depending on how they want them to do it. But I feel like that would be really cool. It's a good way to power your cookies up without having to add another level cap increase, because it's going to be coming in one of these days. For Chapter 9-10, they increased the level cap from level 50 to level 60. Then for Chapter 11 and 12, they just nerf everything that came before it, which is a little odd and feels a little disappointing. It feels like your work is sort of wasted, because then, oh, well, now it would be easy to get to Chapter 10. Oh, you're on Chapter 10? Well, now, Chapter 10, the final boss has 200,000 health, where it used to have 30 million. Obviously, it's not quite that extreme, but that did happen. It kind of sucked. The Chapter 10 boss was super difficult to kill. I spent so much time working on it. I know this is just my opinion, but I'm sure something similar happened to a lot of you guys. It takes a long time to grind through the new chapters, because they're usually pretty difficult, and they sometimes have unique quirks, like with all the stunning stuff in Chapter 11, and now, they nerfed Chapter 9, 10 when Chapter 11 and 12 came out, and then they became super easy, and then, with Chapter 11 now, they've added Cocoa Cookie with her stun immunity ability, makes Chapter 11 a lot easier, and it sort of just keeps on going that way. I have a feeling there's decent odds that if the next update will be Chapter 13 and 14, that it is going to involve them nerfing the previous chapters. I don't think that's the right way to go. I feel like it would be cooler, again, to add in weapons. I know I'm just connecting back to weapons in every single one of these turns, but it would be really, really cool to have a weapon aspect. It would be really, really cool. And I mean, at the end of the day, it would just add a different way to power up that would be, I think, more interesting for a lot of people. They could do skins for them, or they could have weapons as they upgrade change, or anything like that. A lot of games have those systems, especially mobile games. They have systems where you upgrade a weapon, or the weapon skin changes as you level up. Obviously, Cooker and Kingdom, they could throw on their own unique twist with it, or if they really wanted to, they could just make a separate XP. Like, they have skill powder, just make, like, I don't know, weapon shard small, weapon shard medium. They can do whatever they want with it, but even something basic like that, using shards or XP or something, weapon XP, forge XP, something like that. It would, or metal, or I don't know. I know I'm listing now just random items they could use, but it would be really cool to see, and I think it would be a lot of fun and a good way to power up without nerfing anything or changing anything of the systems that already exist. It would be kind of cool. And I think that would just be a good aspect. But yeah, speaking of which, for Chapter 13 and 14, I know it's honestly probably too late, because I'm sure they're already well on their way for it. I really hope this game needs another update. Cocoa Cookie, it's nice, but it wasn't really it wasn't a content update. It was an update, but not really a content one, more of a just, I don't know, background update with a new cookie to distract us for a bit, which is nice. Distract's a little harsh. It's nice. I'm not saying it's not, but it's kind of boring. It gets old pretty quickly. It's content for a week, and I get that updates take time, but it would be really nice to see those soon. But yeah, talking about Chapter 13 and 14 again for a second, I really want to see something talking about Dark Choco Cookie's Kingdom. That would be so cool to see. Us going into learning more about his father. Maybe he flees the evil people. I don't know how they want to do it. They could make him run away from them, and we're trying to rescue him, or he's being conflicted from his curse from Pomegranate Cookie. He's breaking free, sort of, and he's working with us to try to lead us to something. Maybe we're grabbing some mystical sword to give to Gingerbrave, and with that he'll finally have the powers to vanquish the darkness of Dark Enchantress Cookie. I don't know. There would definitely be some cool story elements with it, but I feel like I'm really hoping that it will be talking about Dark Chocolate Cookie's past. It would be really cool to see. I think a lot of people would have fun with it because it's more history and story about the game, but it's still connecting back to one of the main characters. They could totally lead it in with some cool other concepts, or it could just be about him defecting, or exploring ruins this time, kind of back to chapter 10 or 9 and 10, which I know people don't. I mean, it's a bit of a repeat, but it would be kind of cool to see because it's very different still in comparison of the Vanilla Kingdom to the essentially like the Dark Chocolate Kingdom. They're like counter opposites on the scale of the cookie. Scale of the cookie, I guess so. Scale of the cookies. So that would be really interesting to see. It would be a big contrast to chapter 9 and 10. There would be a lot of interesting enemies. You could theme around them. It would be kind of cool as far as I'm concerned. I think it would be a lot of fun. The other option that might be happening is, well, honestly, just the other cookie option we have. If they are going to be continuing to go through the Ancients, which I assume is what they will be doing. No one knows for sure, but pretty much everyone thinks that way. I'm pretty sure. Chances are they're going to be going through the Ancients. The other option is Golden Cheesecake, or not Golden Cheesecake, the Golden, Cheese Wheel Dude, the support character, I think, which, I don't know, maybe some people are diehard fans of him, and they're like, oh, bring the cheese character, bring the cheese cookie. I think Dark Chocolate would be way cooler. I don't know, I'm sure it would be pretty funny, and I'm sure it would be a lot of fun still, but I feel like it would be better to have Dark Chocolate Cookie, as it would also still sort of go away from the sort of repetition we've had so far. Or I have no idea, maybe they're planning to go straight in for Dark, Enchantress Cookie battle for the end. Who knows, but it would be cool, and I think it would be kind of interesting, so that's definitely my hope for chapter 13 and 14. If it's not too late, if someone sees this, or who knows what, or just to, I don't know. I'm hoping this is entertaining as well, since I have fairly small hope that someone from, I don't know, Dev Sisters will actually see this and will be like, yes, that's the update we need. But honestly, I think it would be kind of cool to see, so yeah. That's sort of what I want from those chapters. Obviously, I know we talked about a lot about weapons, because, yeah, those are the main things I want. I'd love to see a better way of getting rainbow cubes, more constant way, less just random, I guess. I also think it would be really cool to see, for chapter 13-14, the Dark People, Dark Chocolate Cookie, his civilization, the Dark Chocolate People, Dark Chocolate Kingdom, I don't know, as it would be a big contrast to the Vanilla Kingdom, weapon upgrades, all sorts of things with that, dungeons, materials, I don't know, something cool like that, and that's pretty much it. I don't know, I feel like I should probably go over something else. I'm trying to think quickly if there's one other thing I have in my mind. Those are the main things I want to talk about. A bit of a repeat. I did this video a while ago, but I feel like it's nice to see. It's a lot of fun, honestly, just to go over ideas. Maybe, honestly, if you guys have any update ideas you want to share, leave them in the comments. Maybe I'll do another video like this soon, and I will go over some new ideas I have, and maybe some of your ideas as well. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions, or if you want to say something in the comments. That would be awesome. Any last things I want to talk about before I end this off? I don't really think so. It would be kind of cool. One thing would be just a way, I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see enemy perspectives. I have no idea if this is a thing that would ever happen. It would probably be a lot of work, but it would be kind of cool. I don't know if you guys ever played the original, Samurai versus Zombie Defense. Pretty old game now. I don't think you can get it anymore. But it's a lot of fun. It was a fun game. And one of the cool aspects they have is you play as the samurai, obviously fighting the zombies or whatever. But there was a separate game mode where you switched to a zombie character and you were fighting the samurai and his other units that he summoned. It's kind of cool. It could be a mini thing. It could be a mini game. I know I'm bringing up mini games a lot, but those would be really cool. I might actually, if I was to do this again, I might go more in depth on those. Because, yeah, I think some sort of mini-game system or mini-games would be kind of cool, unique. We sort of have the basic, running thing, but they could do more on that. They could do, a 2D style, I don't know, kind of like Donkey Kong type thing. That would be pretty interesting to see. But it would be cool to see just a short thing playing as the enemies. I have no idea if that's going to happen. That's the least likely, as far as I'm concerned, to actually exist. But it would be really cool to see the enemy's perspective on things. Do some battles, I don't know. It would be kind of cool. I have no idea how easy it would be to do. I know bosses at least, and the enemies, they have built-in abilities. So, or at least a lot of them do, so who knows? Maybe it's not as unrealistic as I thought. Add the ability as a token, make their stats changeable by levels. I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe they could even do like a counter to the, instead of Tower Sweet Chaos, we have like some, I don't know, the Holy Vanilla Tower of Pureness. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, that'd be a lot of fun to see. And, well, that's, yeah. Okay, that was a lot. I talked about a lot there. Just all sorts of update ideas I have for the game. I think they'd be cool to see. Let me know your opinions on them. Leave a comment. Share your opinions. What ideas, what things do you want to see in the next updates? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe and join the Football Orphan Squad. It's really nice, and I really do appreciate it. But yeah, have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!